Thank you. The clock is ticking, as it does. So let's go to our next question, which is from Susanna.
Hello there. I asked the question
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
But really don't care about a 30-second Facebook clip because they're not that. And
I'm onto the blue level. Fucking awesome.
Amazing to listen to. And I would urge to show the students what debate can actually look like when everyone's not heading for elections.
It's just we're running out of time.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, just to move on. Robert Colville, what is your answer to this? How do we get closer to a culture of trust and respect? Culture is not the world. When you actually meet people, whatever part they do, they generally tend to be like quite nice and quite interesting and quite respectful. At the top of the programme, James mentioned the stuff I've done on medical research. The outpouring of support for that from everyone has been incredible. And when I talk about policies to try and get more clinical trials in the UK to try and help on that stuff, the party from everyone is hugely keen on that stuff. So yeah. Andrew Mitchell, how do we get closer to constructive and respectful debate? How do we get closer?
Well, I hope you feel tonight on the panel we've had constructive debate. We don't agree, but I think it's pretty civilised. I think it's pretty civilised what we're doing. I think one of the things that people don't often realise outside, they see the sort of yard movement, enormous amount of constructive work that goes on across the House of Commons by people of all parties who pitch in on particular issues. Just before we came on air, I was talking about our very close friend Joe Cox, who was murdered, of course, in politics. But I work very closely with together the Friends of Syria. We did our very best to try and help deal with that dreadful situation, which still persists today. But it's cross-party work, and I think in this country we mustn't beat ourselves too much up about this. Although I think that Twitter, and in particular the impact on women in politics, is another issue.
I broadly agree with that, and yes, there is a lot behind the scenes, and turn on a select because some of the work that select do is outstanding and truly cross-party. I love cross-party working. The other thing I would say though is I do think we have a political culture that is very two swords lengths away from each other in the chamber. I would love to see a politics that is more consensual, that also is driven by fairer votes. And so that's why the Lib Dems talk about proportional representation, because we think you need to drive a culture change in politics.
Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you to all of us in a civilised fashion on this panel. Layla Moran, Andrew Mitchell, Robert Colville, and Baroness Ruth Anderson here. Alex Forsyth is back next week when we're at 1/6th Form College in Ipswich. Don't forget any answers. 03700 100 444 is the number for that. Bye.
Any Questions was presented by James Cook. The producer was Ed Prendeville and the lead engineer was Kevin Long. Now it's your turn to take over the debate when any answers
How the
begins in a
fuck
couple
do I
of
do
minutes.
this?
That number one last time, 03700 100 444. You can also email any.answers@bbc.co.uk.
Vishal Hussain chairs the Today Debate, live in Glasgow.
The Today Debate on BBC Radio 4 is a live discussion with a panel of experts in front of an audience, diving into a big topical environmental issue.
Carl makes a very, very good point.
Can I just ask a broader question?
I think James is being too pessimistic.
I'm always fascinated to see how people respond to each other